Realme GT7 delivers with its performance and workhorse traits. The Realme GT series has epitomized performance in a value for money offering. The GT7 Pro has become the flag bearer, but the regular GT7 is no slouch either, which becomes evident when you browse through its hardware and see it perform in daily use. Realme has made a habit of launching one too many devices that have similar traits, but the GT series is its main focus, especially because that's where most people are buying their phones these days. Talking about the Realme GT7, priced at $42,999, it has the latest hardware, the design focuses on practicality, and you have a decent chunk of a battery packed inside. But does that translate into the GT value that we have become used to? We find out the answer. Not a design marvel. Realme GT7 will not wow you with its design like the Galaxy S25 Edge, and that will be acceptable to most for the price tag. The textured panel at the panel is made of plastic but does not give you the cheap impression of the material, and the build quality is solid enough to make you feel comfortable about its longevity. It is not compact in size by any means, but that is not going to be an issue for people who need a phone for gaming and other heavy tasks. The GT7 does weigh over 205 grams, which can make it unwieldy for some users, and they should keep that in mind while considering this model. Performance guaranteed. Realme is using the new MediaTek Dimensity 9400E chipset, which is a slightly toned down version of the premium variant but still has enough oomph and power to keep you going all day and night long. Pair that with 12GB RAM, 12GB further via memory, and you have a device that can happily handle whatever you throw at it without breaking a sweat. It can run intensive games at highest settings and see no frame drop or lag to ruin the experience. While the hardware shines, we are less keen on the OS experience of the GT7, even though the Realme UI 6.0 has cleaned up its act to some extent. The preloaded app situation doesn't change much here, and the UI definitely needs a new coating or overhaul to match the premiumness of the device. The software is responsive and fluid overall, but the lack of S-factor and clean UI still does not please us. Display shines bright. Realme has not cut costs with the display, and offering an LTPO AMOLED panel with 1B colors, HDR10 and Dolby Vision support is as good as it can get. The screen size of 6.78-inch makes it ideal for gamers, and watching videos is also a strong point. However, we would have liked a better screen protection than the Gorilla Glass 7i, which is fine for a phone in a lower price bracket. The colors are crisp and the deep blacks of the panel make it pleasing to the eye. The outdoor visibility is also adequate and won't have any complaints around it. The imaging hits and misses. Realme GT7 goes with a duo of 50MP wide sensor and telephoto lens along with an 8MP ultra-wide shooter. The primary sensor does well in good bright conditions with detailed photos and sharp contrast in play. The 50MP telephoto lens adds further versatility to the shooting chops and gives you the close-up shots with natural tones and right level of detail. Yes, the processing can be a mixed bag, but overall performance is quite good and will keep you happy. However, the 8MP ultra-wide angle lens is basic and you should expect average photos if you really like using the angle. The low-light photos in general lack the sharpness, and the extra light from the sensor makes it look sketchy. Realme can fix these issues with a quick update. The long workhorse carrier Realme has packed the GT7 with a 7,000 mAh silicone carbon grade battery that allows the phone to be as sleek as this with a large capacity unit. You also get 120W charging speed out of the box. The battery life is really good, and you can be rest assured about the phone for well over 24 hours and still left with over 25% juice in the tank. Swipe left for next video. Our daily grind includes using the phone switching between Wi-Fi and 5G network to see if the device heats up and handles the fluctuations with a stable profile. The heating was minimum, which is good in most cases, and the screen on time is a good indication of how the battery manages different tasks. This new battery tech is really effective, and the GT7 thrives in its presence. Realme GT7 is an impressive performer that handles the daily grind with a smile on its face, and the long battery life adds up to the endurance needs of the users these days. The main cameras are reliable and usable in bright conditions, but the low light imaging could use some work. A definite option for heavy users who don't want battery anxiety. Latest blogs.